Hello, what is up, you guys? It's Jason, and as of a couple of days ago, I forget what the date is today, I think it's the 15th. So as of 2 days ago, I am now 7 months on testosterone. It's really awesome. So yeah, 7 months on T. I feel like I've been on T for a year. I don't even, oh my god. I am doing some things to prepare for my 1 year video, which I feel like is coming up so quickly. I saw videos from before I came out, before I cut my hair, before I started wearing guys' clothes. It's an extreme understatement to say that I do not identify with that person anymore. Before, I was like, kinda, I haven't changed that much, but also, I don't know, just because my presentation has changed so much, and I'm so much happier now, and I can actually be who I am, myself, and everything. It's a lot different. And I almost don't even identify with the person I was pre-T. After I came out, but pre-T. Like, that still wasn't me. That still wasn't who I am. And so, needless to say, T is, oh my god. I have a feeling that in these later videos of talking about transition updates, it's gonna be less of, these are my changes, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 months on T, and more of, holy shit, the big picture, T has changed me so much. Just being able to express myself in the way that's so who I am, that's actually who I am, and being perceived that way, has just changed my life so much. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter that much that, my shoulders are more broad, or that I have a lot of hair on my legs now, or that, whatever. All of the stuff that's happened. I do like my voice, though. I do really enjoy that. That's still my favorite change. But at the end of the day, those things don't matter. It's the way I exist in the world and the fact that my identity is being validated, if that makes sense. Which is funny because, well, actually, recently, I got a job. This is exactly what I wanted to have happen. I waited to get a job until my name was completely changed. And so, I'm completely stealth at work. I'm completely stealth at school. I mean, other than my family, obviously, and my friends and stuff. The friends that I have knew me pre-transition. To the world, to the people who don't know me all that well, I am stealth. Completely. It's so weird to think about, because it's just like, this is what's so natural for me. And, like, yeah, I have to kind of, I don't know, I have to make sure that I'm not, like, super feminine or whatever, because, I can be sometimes. There are aspects of my personality that are kind of, like, stereotypically feminine or whatever, and I'm hella queer, actually. It's so funny, because it's like, I exist in the world as a cis-het white man. Oh my god, ugh. Because it's like, I'm so hella queer inside, but I'm just being perceived as this highly, highly socially privileged person. And I hate that it exists like that. I don't really know how to benefit this community, by using the privilege I have without coming out yet. So, I don't know. But it is interesting. I was talking to my coworkers the other day. We were actually talking about gender, which was great, because I was like, I know things, I can tell you things. So, obviously I can't speak to non-binary identities and stuff like that because I don't have personal experience with them, but I can educate some cis people, because I do have a good amount of knowledge about non-binary identities, even though I don't personally identify as non-binary right now. because I'm still getting comfortable within my own identity, and I might not feel 100,000,000,000% male, but I'm not, I don't know, I still need the validation, even though I'm stealth, but I haven't existed in the world as stealth for long enough for me to really reap the rewards of it for a long period of time, for me to like shed that and then come out as non-binary and be like, I'm not 100% male. Cool. But like, I don't know. If I do, and in probably, I don't know how long it's gonna take. I probably will, but it's probably gonna be like a year or so, unfortunately. Anyway, they were actually talking about, well, initially, one of my coworkers was talking about how they have a friend who's trans, but they used the word, I'm sorry if this offends anybody, transvestite. And I was like, are they that or a transgender? And they were like, what's the difference? And I was like, well, that's an outdated term, so they're probably transgender and blah, blah, blah. And then they were saying, it was in obviously problematic terms and everything, but they were pretty much saying, yes, they've come out as trans, but they haven't gone through the surgery, and so they're not trans, or something like that. It's like, excuse me? Excuse me? Excuse me? I didn't say that, obviously, but yeah, so I was like, that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they've had surgery or on hormones or whatever. I didn't say the hormones part, but like they were so focused on the fact that they haven't had the surgery. So it's like, what do their genitals matter to you? Anyway, and then my other coworker, who I'm actually pretty tight with, was better about it. She was like, I get binary trans people. I get being FTM or MTF. Obviously she didn't use those words. I put those words in her mouth. But she doesn't understand non-binary identities. And I was trying to explain it to her as briefly as I could, in simplest terms as I could, all of that, just because our breaks were ending and stuff like that. So I was like, what if somebody doesn't identify 100% with male or 100% with female? Then, you know, non-binary identities are a way of giving a name to how you feel, which probably problematic. I'm sure it is in some way. I just needed to explain it in the simplest terms possible, in a way in which it wasn't getting into too much detail, and a way that they would understand. And she was like, what is cis? And so I was like, what? You've heard that word? That's great. So I was like, well, do you identify 100% as female? She was like, yes. I was like, then you're cis. So, yeah. We didn't get into the discussion of like, why can't you just call it normal? I'm not sure if that was gonna be what we were gonna talk about. Like, I don't know if that's what she was feeling or not, but whatever. Oh yeah, I haven't even talked about the changes I've had on tea. Oops. Okay, I should probably do that. Alright, so, changes on tea. I've definitely been getting more hair on my arms, like the insides of my arms, like here and here. There's actually a definite line between the old hairs and like the new ones that are growing in, because the old ones kind of grow this way, and the new ones kind of grow this way. So, yeah. Anyway, I want to get a tattoo right here that says never stop fighting. I write it on my arm all the time. So, goddamn fucking binder. I hate this binder because it always creeps up and shit, and it's too tight. Anyway, so that's honestly the biggest change that I've noticed. Not a lot of substantial changes. I think I've noticed my foot hair on one foot, the opposite foot that's of the one that's growing wider, faster. At the top of that is getting a little bit more hairy. That's so specific. Also, on the topic of feet and foot size. So now, I have size 8.5 men's shoes. I was a 5 before. My feet are growing much wider than they are longer. And I wish that they grow longer to keep up with the width. It's very weird. Not a lot of other changes, honestly. Oh, well, I did want to talk about this one thing. So, it is November, and I shaved the first day of November, and I haven't shaved since, and it's, I think, the 15th. And I'm sure you can't see any of my facial hair, but I am doing No Shave November, and I'm tracking my progress. I'm actually getting some down here. No, here more, and I'm definitely getting some over here. Getting some pricklies down here and on my actual chin, and definitely getting some sideburns. They're pretty fluffy right here, and yeah, it almost feels fluffier on this side actually. And I'm definitely getting some hairs here and everything. I'm not sure if I'm gonna start doing anything to promote hair growth, really. Also, yeah, acne is just still happening. I used to have good skin, but it's taken a turn for the worse. You know, I think I might be getting more veiny. I probably am. I think I said everything I needed to say. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you guys very much. Have a great day.